Hey everyone, Ben here. It's Wednesday, it's WIP Wednesday. So every week we get together and we have a look at all the hobby goodness that you folks have been working on. Occasionally I show off what I've been working on, which is a ton of Cursed City stuff at the moment. So I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, if you want to share what hobby projects you've been working on, it doesn't have to be Blood Bowl. Obviously we're a Blood Bowl channel, but hey, we love 40k. Cursed City, definitely not Blood Bowl. The tiles though, definitely Dungeon Bowl. So yeah, show off what you've been working on, and yeah, we get together and have a look through it. So drop us an email at theboneheadpodcast@gmail.com and we'll take a look together. So let's have a look. So we're playing catch up a little bit. So this was sent to us by Lucas last week. I think I've just missed a couple because I had a meeting or something. Anyway, so Lucas sent this in and said, "Hey there, I wanted to share with your community some pictures of some work I've been doing. Using magnets inside balls is a useful tool if you pin your miniatures with a small piece of wire near the hands. Some pics to see the idea. Many greetings." Thank you, Lucas. So here we have the magnet inside the ball, and then if you look and see some of the work that Lucas has done here, which is quite clever, is drilling hole in the hand and then putting a bit of wire in, or in this case drilling, adding metal, then adding the blocking piece back in. The ball can be magnetized to the arm of your player, which is really clever. Now a lot of stuff, especially these days, is going to be resin and 3D printed, so it won't work for every model, but the occasional one, in fact, might be difficult for Blackhawks as well, where they've got open hands. But some of the closed fist models, and especially the dwarves here, genius. It's a genius way. and he's somehow, oh, the other hand's underneath the beard. There you go, I was going to say. That's brilliant. Right, while we're here though, look at the work that Lucas has done on just the nameplate with non-metallic metal. I mean, the model is painted beautifully, but look at the nameplate. That's genius. Fantastic, Lucas. That's great. That's a cool idea. Really cool idea. Hey, everyone knows hobbyists love magnets. Just look at every Adeptus Titanicus model ever. Hey, we've got the Resident Dwarf, Graham. Hey Ben, almost done with my, let's turn that off. Almost done with my extra Old World Alliance lineman and the 2 markers. Also did some work on the Ogre and converted a Troll Slayer Mohawk, so he looks a little bit more like Morgan Thorg. Fantastic. Stay safe, the Resident Dwarf. So we've been watching Graham brew up his OWA team for a little while. It's gone with a very striking green scheme here, and I'm a big fan. I love the retro basing where you've got that kind of sand texture effect on the green. Strong colours, great work on the gems. The tokens really pop. Oh, nice. More work on the ogre, and that is awesome. So you can't beat a good mohawk in Blood Bowl ever since 2nd edition, where all the elves just had proper mohawks. That is wicked. Nice job, Greg. That is looking absolutely superb, as is this. Here we go. We've got Jamie again. Hey Ben, hope you're well and had a good Easter. Thank you very much. Mixed bag this week, as I can't settle on any one thing. Dude, just look at my workbench. We've got frogs, we've got spaceships, we've got rats. It's awesome. Love it. It's a great thing about this hobby. Finished Glorial. Let's have a look at this. This is fantastic. So we've seen some of Jamie's work before, and it is just unnecessarily good. Where to start? We talked about the hair before. The hair is great. The face is fantastic. And look at all the highlighting before we even touch on the freehand here. This is awesome. This is potentially one of the most beautiful Blood Bowl miniatures I've ever seen. Even down to little stripe work on there. This is fantastic. This is a Games Workshop, like, Hall of Fame level stuff, Jamie. That is amazing. And Glorial, really good in BB 2020. Really like it. Ooh, got Willow here. Finished Glorial, another token for the team, then started Willow. Still can't decide what colour the roses should be. We'll wait until she's finished and see what suits. I like the yellow with the roses. I think it goes well with the green. Hey, I'm not just saying that as a Green Bay Packers fan, but I think it works out really, really, really well. And it's cool to see your method here. So it looks like a black or dark grey undercoat with white zenithal spray for undercoat. That's good. Oh, hello, look at the base on that. I got legitimately distracted. Also played some Blackstone Fortress, and that got me motivated to have another crack at painting the 50+ models. With Cursed City arriving this week, the pile grows ever bigger. Yeah. How many Cursed City miniatures have I painted? I've kind of base coated all of them, with the exception of the heroes. It's a mighty, mighty amount of work. The base here looks fantastic. as does the big robot. Love the OSL there, the object source lighting on the base, the cracks glowing, having it reflected on the feet, just make this look top tier. Really good. And that is beautiful work on the token there. That moss, have you added that texture, or have I just massively undersold the Wood Elf tokens? Looks fantastic, Jamie. Just awesome. Can't wait to see your work on Cursed City, actually. Lonnie, my Renegade Goblin for Chaos Pact team, currently the peak of my painting. Need ideas for the Marauders though. Keep up the good work, Lonnie. This is awesome. So this is one of the Grebo Games kind of Pathfinder goblins. I love these. This is definitely a team that's on my to-buy list. Really don't need it, but it is definitely on the to-buy list. Really cool work, Lonnie. Need ideas for the Marauders. Honestly, dude, just grab a human box set. Grab the human box set. Depending on how you feel about the thrower, you've got a thrower, but you've also got 6 linemen, and those linemen are awesome. And you can just customize them, add horns, do head swaps. Like, that's the great thing about Chaos Pact, that you can make it yours more than any other team in Blood Bowl. I love it. And 3 big guys, come on. Raise the Minotaur flag. Oh, sweet, we got some Snotlings. JP, hey Ben, I'm halfway through these little monsters. I was basing them up while I was watching the monthly meta video when they came up as Team of the Month. Absolutely, Snotlings have been doing a great job recently. This team is underrated. It's a tier 3 stunty team with no penalties to agility. They've got that cheeky stunty titchy combo, and they've got some really good cheap positionals. And you get cashback on almost all of your players, so you can just have 1 million players. I love the Snotling team. So I thought it was a good excuse to send in some pictures. Absolutely, JP. I have to say they're brilliant to paint, so full of character and fun. Absolutely. You can get them painted up in no time at all, and you can just keep coming back to them and topping them up. I think the Snotling team is, yeah, it's probably the peak of the teams. I've also had a few games of them on Fumble, and they're surprisingly good. They are better in 2020 than they are in Fumble on 2016 rules. The Snots are cheaper, things are just slightly better. They are really good in BB 2020. They're great fun in 2016 rules. However, keep up the good work, and I hope you like my big red machines. I love it. The troll is cool. I think we've seen this before, because I recognise the big Saurus shoulder pads, the shield shoulder pads. Looks really cool. Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we've definitely seen bits of this before. Or I might have just looked at this last week and didn't get it into the video. Anyway, the team looks fantastic. Love the red Snotlings. It's really cool effect. I absolutely love this pump wagon. What absolutely brilliant little customization. Looks like a proper little lowrider. I've got some Snots for my Underworld team. Got another box, because you've got to. So I've got one more pump wagon to do, and I think, dude, JP, I'm going to be stealing that conversion. I'm going to make it and call it the JP wagon. I think is fair. Troll looks good, team looks fantastic. I've gone with War Machine bases as well, which actually looks really good on the team. Love that. I'd love to play against that team. Ooh, all this one actually. Right. Okay. I think Truels has corrected me ever since. I think I just called him Trolls, which is, I apologise, but it's Blood Bowl. Okay, hi guys. After lots of back and forth, I finally decided on colour schemes for my Nobles and Blackhawks. So here's a bit of work in progress. Fantastic. I've been painting my teams in NFL colours and already laid out a master plan for all the missing teams to avoid overlaps. That is actually quite tough, especially as there's 29 teams in Blood Bowl, 32 teams in the NFL. There's only a couple of new teams from Games Workshop away, and let me tell you, there's about 100 Secret League teams you can sneak in there as well. I've been painting teams, just didn't count on Games Workshop throwing curveballs with new teams, absolutely. In the end, I chose 2 schemes that messed the least with my grand design. For Nobles, I went with Saints. I didn't really understand why a Blood Bowl team would wear old-timey parade helmets unless they were going to a parade, like the Mardi Gras, a famous parade with plenty of feathers. It also allows me to add a splash of colour to the gold and black, giving the blockers green and purple feathers, which looks really sweet, as you can see here on the screen. I actually really like this team. Right, we're going to come to the head swap in a second. The linemen get white feathers so they're easy to tell apart, and blitzers get none at all, because who wants to count feathers when playing Blood Bowl? Instead, they have heads from Puppets of War. I call them the Crescent City Clerics. Dude, awesome stuff. Love the paint job. Black and gold works brilliantly. This head swap is flipping genius. That is absolutely brilliant. That really works, and Leeds paint up an ability team for 7s. I've got one. I've already started it. But this is really tempting. That head swap is genius. Anyway, on to the next team. The green skins were a little more difficult to decide as I already used or reserved all the cool orc colours. I tried the bears, reserved for Chorfs, and ravens, reserved for Slanesh. Nice. Which are both awesome schemes. I just don't want to waste them on a team I'm not even that psyched about playing. Dude, Blackhawks are great. Interesting. The bears would work well. Anyway, so I ended up mirroring the black and gold of the nobles and going with white and silver of the Dallas Cowboys. It seems illogical with the classic good guy colours for orcs, but I actually really like how they're coming along. I guess it's true that orcs look good in anything. Yeah, I love this. I think it looks great. Blue and white looks superb. It's a football team. It's a sports team. Like, having orcs dress up in sports gear is just genius anyway. And the scheme is lovely. They've pulled it off really well. I like the little blue tinge to the metal. That's clever. It ties in the colour scheme. I really like that. Which name is better? The Last Squig Boys or Lone Moon Boar Boys? I don't know. I like the Boar Boys. I like the Boar Boys. Thanks for all the great content. Trolls / Truels, whichever you put. I take it it's then Trolls. Trolls. Anyway, thank you very much. These teams are awesome. And I love seeing what could have been. Okay, so Windy Village Boars. Bournemore Wyverns. You know what? I think you pegged it right with the NFL teams for that. I think the choices were good. I think Bears should have a solid defense and should be ground and pound. And Ravens apparently just don't like throwing the ball anymore. I don't know what's wrong with Lamar Jackson, but, you know, don't know. I like the colour scheme you came out with. I think it's right. And I am very interested to see the rest of your teams come about because I love the way you're planning them out. Ryan! So I took the Games Workshop Necromantic Ghouls. Instead of putting the pumpkin head on the neck, I glued it to his hand, which made it look like the Headless Horseman. Nice! Best part is that the bump to fit the head naturally makes a severed spine. I used the pumpkin ghoul head, put it in the right hand. Thumb goes into the eye socket nicely. Third is the standard ghoul. That is awesome. Let's enhance. That is very clever. I'm not a big fan of these miniatures. I prefer the ghouls from the undead team. But that is a very clever way of doing it. No, like it. That's really, really, really cool, Ryan. I do like that. That's brilliant. And we've got some cool orange here from Kara. I know I have to get these orcs sorted one day. I finished in wet... Look at this. I finished wet blending the orange armour. Base coated all the metal and assembled some gobbies. Also got distracted and finished up the Beast of Nurgle for the purple squirties. A team I've never played with and may not enjoy, but I love painting horrible stuff. Anyway, hoping WIP Wednesday forces me to keep at my orcs. Right, look at this. Just amazing work there. Really amazing work. Like, this is... what's the kind of anime sci-fi game? Oh, come on. Come on, Ben. Infinity. This has got that kind of wet blending vibe, and it looks fantastic. Wet blending with really good edge highlighting as well is just awesome. Love that you got the goblins on the go, and this is superb. I love the little bubbles. That is brilliant. Again, lovely, lovely blending everywhere. Dude, just fantastic. Your Nurgle, not so great, but now you can use a Troll in Chaos. If you want to take your Nurgle team, you can just use your Nurgle team as a Chaos team and use the Beast as a Troll. Just make sure you give the Troll tentacles as soon as you level them up. Kara, that's awesome. Hey, Mick. Hello, Ben. Last update before the event this weekend. Hopefully I didn't miss cut-off. Ah, man, sorry. I haven't completely finished these guys, but we'll do dry brushing to finish Astrogranite basing their numbers. If time, I'll add some details that I've clearly missed. If not, well, close enough. Hey, I am 100% behind painting up teams for tournaments. And this was for Eucalyptus Bowl, I think, wasn't it? So please let us know how you got on, Mick. Got to do a bit of a dive into that tournament because I got my dates mixed up. I thought it had already happened by the time I'd done the monthly meta because I am English and read the dates of tournaments the wrong way around sometimes. I was like, it was on the 4th. We're filming on the 5th. Never mind. No, the 4th month, Ben. Anyway, this team is awesome. I hope Hackflem did a ton of damage. And I think Underworld was pretty well represented. And I'm not surprised because look at the fun here, Mick. Team is awesome. These conversions are brilliant. And it's awesome to see these teams start popping up everywhere. Really cool. And we've got Stuart back. Hey, Ben. I started working on my Necro team from Punga called the Constance Experiment. Nice. Love these minis. Started with the support staff to test the colour scheme, but they're in different stages of completion. On the right, the finished cheerleader magicians, I was going to say. Mascot and assistants on the left. So this is the Punga. Which one did you go for? Necro. This is the Necro team with all the add-ons from the Punga Kickstarter. I am so excited to be receiving my bits and bobs soon. Ordered a bunch of star players. Actually, ordered a bunch of star players for prizes. And forgot about them. Anyway, that's cool. These look great. So, colour scheme. Hangabout? Is that tartan? Bloomin' heck, man. That's amazing. Mascots and assistants on the left. I'm trying tartan on the Bloodwiser zombie sash. One of those things that seemed like a good idea at the time. Happy painting, everyone. That is fantastic. I noticed the tartan before. That's come out really, really well. I 100% recommend not doing an entire team like that. But that's come out brilliantly, Stuart. This team is... I mean, I know you're practicing on this stuff, but the flesh tones look great. The skeleton bones look great. And the little... Death Yoda looks absolutely fantastic as well. That is really cool, Stuart. Thank you very much for sharing that. Please keep us updated with the rest of the team. Right, Dan. Hey, Ben. So, March came and went. I've been struggling for hobby time recently, but my New Orleans nobility team is edging ever closer to completion. Everyone's got their numbers now and some helmet decals ready to push the Saint scheme. There's just a few details left to tidy up, some basing, and the Ogre to complete. I went with this model purely because he has the right trousers, and I figured a nobility team would be playing for the biggest Ogre they could find. So, have I got myself confused here? I think the picture's the wrong way around. Also got a custom halfling made. He wears my son's ice hockey jersey number, and could either be team mascot, mercenary stunty, or one half of Grack and Crumble Harry. Nice. Instead of finishing this team off, I've also spent some time getting the Snotlings and Griff underway. Thanks as always, Dan. So we're going to move on to Dan's team in a second, but we've got the Snotlings underway. Lovely job on the skin tones. Pink and blue. Fantastic. I think that team's going to do really popping. Really popping? It's because I'm watching New Girl. Anyway, this. Griff is looking great. That armor is looking great, and I feel like... Oh, that's great! That is Hero Forge? Question mark. I feel like that's Hero Forge. That looks awesome. Harry must be chuffed, and you got the jersey number in there. That is awesome. Ah, that's such a good idea. That is such a good idea. Damn, son. Right. Okay. Looks like you've done a bit of beard conversion work there. Something looks different. Or is it just because he's blonde? Maybe it's just because he's blonde. No, you've added the beard. That's brilliant. He looks great. The Ogre looks awesome. And you're right, the trousers really do fit. But look at this team in the background. Like, the tones are perfect. The black and the gold works brilliantly. This is a brilliantly executed nobility team. And I'm so happy to see so much of the New Orleans like paint scheme. And given the way nobility play, which is kind of short passes at best, I think it suits. At least with... Oh no, actually I was going to say at least with Drew Brees, but now with Taysom Hill as well. Don't know, maybe we'll see Jameis Winston and you have to level up one of these throwers in the background. Nice beard work as well. Like, just the beards look great. That team is awesome, and I love Crumble Harry. That's wicked. Howard, hey Ben. Undies. Okay, so we've got Underworld on the way here. A bunch of stuff here, so I've split into several emails. Yes. So, this is... Is it the Rat Ogre? With... tentacly claw stuff? Yeah, man, that is amazing. Have you sculpted that out of Milliput? That is phenomenally good. That looks really gribbly. That looks rogue trade. Yeah, that is some beautiful sculpting there. That is awesome, Howard. That mini's going to look good. Oh, and you've just gone to town on the Underworld team. Underworld teams, come on, they've got to be one of the most exciting in Blood Bowl 2020. Snots are great. Underworlds are great. Look at the conversion here. Now, are you really... That's a lot of horns. That's a lot of SPP. But to be honest with you, the entire team blitzing at +1 strength is awesome. This here is great, though. So that's the Forge World one of the gutter runners with horns. Great work on the horns. Look at that. Another big old claw there for the blitzer. Oh, I can see what kind of Underworld coach you are. And you know what? Punching up is wicked. That team is going to look fantastic. Great work on all the extra arms and stuff. Man, I have not done my Underworld team justice. Oh, that's really clever. What on earth is that? Right, I think, because you've got it in a couple of different emails. So you should have our pictures, and you can see I've been modding for the Underworld team. I will prime or reprime these over the next couple of days and make a start on painting them up. Not sure about the colour scheme yet. Thinking pink, orange will feel heavily since I went with the crab, lobster, crab. Yeah, wicked, lobster, claws. Not sure what other colours to do with pink, blue, green. Play with a few and see what pops up. I love mutation. Cheers, Howard. Dude, these are awesome. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. But it is phenomenally cool, man. That is absolutely brilliant. Is that just going to be a goblin? Because that would work brilliantly. Ah, love that. Really cool. Clever with the goblin head there. Two-headed snotling. Does two-headed snotlings, do they do anything? They're +1 to dodging anyway, and they're titchy and stunty. So, yeah. And the two-heads goblins, fantastic. I'm loving all the Underworld teams that we're seeing come through because it's so exciting. Mike. Hey, Ben. Love the podcast. Thanks, Mike. This is my #1 team, the Orc team. I have 4 big uns, 4 Lion Orcs, 2 Blitzers, 1 Goblin, and 1 Troll. The Troll is an old conversion I did in 2006 for my first Blood Bowl team. In 2006, I played a league where my Troll got smashed collarbone in the first game and was strength 4 for the remaining part of the league. The Goblin 2 big uns are Black Orcs and Goblins from the starter set from Mike. Mike, awesome to see a proper Black Orc team. That is clever, using the Black Orcs to fill in the gaps in an Orc team. So yeah, painting up your Black Orc team and your general Orc team is going to give you a lot of flexibility. And these guys are pretty cool. The other thing I think you might consider doing is using the Black Orcs... using the big uns as your 4 blitzers. So 2 big un blockers, 2 blitzers as your blitzers, and using 4 Black Orcs as all Black Orcs might work quite well. Oh, that is a classic troll, one of the old stone trolls. The team looks great. Love the colour-coded basing, and I love the use of that troll because, yeah, this is wicked. Absolutely wicked. Love that, Mike. That is brilliant to see. Oh, Howard. Hi, Ben. Ignore the previous emails. Sorry, Howard. I've primed the undies and taken fresh photos. Going to start painting these up over the next couple of weeks. Howard, you have to let us know how it goes. Those conversions look fantastic. Once you've primed them, you can't even see their milliput. They just look like part of the miniatures. So, superb job. This guy is awesome. Really cool. He's going to be horrific and your opponent's going to foul him. But I think the best conversion here is this, because it's just an absolute mess and it's so good and I don't even know what it's supposed to be. But I love the idea of this weird fungus goblin being ridden around by a snotling. Absolutely superb. And we've got more stunty goodness here from Ben. Hey Ben, this is my goblin team, the Grotsmere Renegades. This is my first ever painted team and finished hobby project. You get all the points for that. Finishing a hobby project is superb. I've been asked a few times about which third-party producer the Looney and the Bomber are, and I've got no idea. I bought them off eBay and they're metal minis and I have the initials NX on the slotter. Do you have any idea who they're made by? Guys, let us know. I have seen them before, but I couldn't place them. Oh man, I really don't know. I've seen these before, but I can't remember. Really bad with my goblins. Sorry guys. The Ripper model came from my parents' garage where I've been sitting for at least 20 years with a bad, unfinished paint job. I didn't strip the old paint, just worked on what I started with my youth and thought it came out okay. It came out brilliantly. And you know what? Metal minis, they've got that detail where you don't need to strip them. It's easy enough to strip them, but actually you can paint over the top. Look at the chainmail and the scales. You've got all the texture you need and the paint job's brilliant. And you've got the square base, man. That is so cool. He sizes up well against the new troll, doesn't he? He really sizes up well against the new troll. Man, really hope that they bring Ripper back. Not going to be in Death Zone, so it's going to be another few months, I reckon. But if they drop a... I don't know, if they do a Goblin... I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they get the star players back in there. My money is on a star player supplement. Anyway, take care, Ben Hardacre. Awesome stuff, Ben. Really, really cool to see. Oh, more stunty big guy stuff. Emma, hey Ben, some stuff for your community hobby roundup video if you need it. We always need your guys' work, so thank you. Love the show. Thanks for all the hard work. Thank you. Just signed up for Patreon too. Brilliant. Thank you. I'll have to pop in and say hello. Here's what I've included. Gretchen. Okay, well, I'm going to do this around the other way. My Runt Punter in training before the big game. Fantastic. I love the Runt Punter. It's a great positional and great scheme here with the red, white, and the yellow. I'd love to see the team. A great combo of colours, absolutely awesome. Oh, we've got proper game on the go here. Had to include a picture of my start versus Ogre versus Chaos Dwarf League game. Somehow my Ogres won 3-0. Awesome. Everything just worked out and Nuffle was smiling on me big time. Possibly all the training I gave my Ogres as they actually forgot how to play in their previous game. Right. I was going to say Ogres versus Chaos Dwarfs is a bad matchup. All that tackle stops you from being cheeky, and they've got enough strength and skill, like with block and stuff, to punch the Ogres about. The teams look great. Love to see the game. Love the colour scheme here. Were you running Deep Root as well? because that will definitely add some strength to your team. No, that's cool. I love the paint scheme, love the team, love the game, and love Gretchen here. Genius to put him on the Snotling. Gretchen wasn't very keen on the Forge World sculpt. Yeah, all price. Yeah. So used a Mermon Banshee from AOS and a Noblar from my Ogre box set. This is a great Gretchen. Not sure how often Gretchen's going to reach the field, but look at the shading work. Now, I don't know. That is really lovely work on the shading, going from dark at the bottom, dark at the top, and filtering it in and then brightening it up. I am not that good with my ghost skills. That is really well done. Love that. And I love these guys. So the new Cabal Vision camera crew came printed by KL Printing Emporium. Kraken sculpts, absolutely. That is cool. I love these. I was playing some BB2 last night, recording some one-turn touchdown stuff. And I love little cameras along the side. So this is wicked to see. Emma, that's really cool. Great bunch of stuff there. And, oh, Skaven. You guys are spoiling me. We've got Blackhawks. We've got Skaven. We've got NFL-inspired nobility teams. Oh, so good. Ogres. Beautiful. Sammy, finished by Punga Miniatures Pirates Cursed Crew. I didn't paint all the support crew. Yeah, they go heavy on support crew. Don't have any here, which is a shame. They're all in the shed. I've been priming this week. Didn't paint up all the support crew. Also didn't paint two of the minis that look like crocodiles. One of them is a gutter runner, but luckily you can redefine the roles in the team based on the hats. Purple pirate hat, gutter runner, green bandana thrower, gold ornate helmet, storm vermin. Great sculpts and good quality resin. Punga do some lovely stuff. Got a bunch of their bits and bobs printed, including the dwarves, who have come out really well. The new dwarf like underwater team, bit on the small side, so I had to up the scale. Anyway, let's focus on this team. Love the basing, love the purple, love the big hand. That is a terrifying little hat there from the Rat Ogre. The team looks brilliant. Oh, you got the weird tentacles for the runners. So, purple is Gutter Runner. Yes, like it. Green bandana is your throwers. Yeah, like that too. And gold hat is the Storm Vermin. So you can tell that these guys are Storm Vermins. Absolutely. A really nice green as well. Really soft. Really nicely done. This team looks fantastic. You've got the mutations in the background. You've got the little bribe token or reroll markers. Team looks fantastic. Love Skaven, love Punga, love this work. Green and purple with gold. Just absolutely top stuff, Sammy. Really like that. That is awesome. We've got some lizards here. Alexander, hey Ben, finish up my Grebo Lizardman team for Blitz Bowl and Blood Bowl 7s. Awesome. I'm so excited for the new wave of 7s. I've tried a couple of techniques the first time, like edge highlighting and dry brushing. They could be a bit cleaner, but I'm quite happy with the results. Can't wait to use them on the pitch. Keep up the good work, Alexander. Right, let's have a look at this. So this is Grebo, isn't it? Cool. Grebo sculpts have got all the detail. Right, they've got all the detail and the texture is perfect. So dry brushing here on these guys has brought out all your detail. And then I can see you've done the edge highlighting on the orange, which makes it pop. And orange to go against blue works brilliantly well. It's cold, but you've got that vibrant element. Oh, these are lush, aren't they? These are fantastic miniatures. I think we've seen Orcs to paint this team as well. But this is cool. Love the cold blue theme. And these minis are mighty. And you've done a great job making that orange go against it. Love the little skinks. Just, these guys are fantastic. I watched Kong versus Godzilla the other day. It would have been better with this guy in it. Awesome stuff. And we've got more lizards as well. From Chris. Hey Ben. Offensive, defensive lineup videos were great. Can't wait for more. Thank you ever so much. They've been great fun to do. Really great fun. This is kind of, I start to unlock my... I love over-analysing things. Back again with some lizards this week. BB2 inspired, just got models done as testers. Need to do brass, gold, etc. for the metal bits. All Saurus Kit Bash to have the feathers rather than the skinks. This is wicked. Okay, can't go wrong with the chameleon. Love his little bug eyes and his little Lego hands. Skinks are great. I love the colour scheme there with the blue, with the red kind of fleshy bits. Works brilliantly. But the Saurus. So this one's got a fancy hat. I like that. This one has been converted ever so slightly to have the ball. And you know what? That mixed with the hat makes it look like the Fanath Croxigor, which I'm a huge fan of, but just makes him look like a Blood Bowl player, which is phenomenally useful. Love the little stripe on the chameleon skink. Works really well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you gotta go gold and brass for Lizardman, haven't you? But a cold steel, a dark steel, might work well with the white and the yellow. Nice job on the yellow. This is seeing some real like yellow and orange level ups as we go through the channel. This is wicked. Love the little conversions to make them different. I love the lizard hats on these guys. This is really good. This makes the lizard team look fantastic. Do you have a Croxagore? Do you have a Croxagore lined up? Because if not, the Fanath one will fit in with the rest of the team. Awesome stuff. I love this. Right, Hereward. Hey, Boneheads. Packing up my things to move house, so I thought it would be a good time for a photo shoot of all my teams painted since I started Blood Bowl just over a year ago. Okay. Looking at this team, I was expecting it to be 20 years. Anyway, this is awesome. A mix of new and retro, and a range of different techniques and approaches. Some speed paint projects, some more meticulous, but learning and getting better every time. Hereward, you are a case study in hobbying. That is superb. That's exactly the right way to do it. Do what you want. If you want to paint a team quickly, paint a team quickly. If you want to spend time on it, do it. Tournaments are useful to get a team painted, and then you can go back and top it up. It's awesome, and always learning. 6 teams in just over a year. I know it's not the fastest work rate, but I'm pretty pleased where I've got to. I salute you. 6 teams in a year is great work. In order from teams first to most recent, I think this is the OWA team, as yet unnamed. Right, so let's have a look at this. This is awesome. So you've got a proper mix of stuff here. We've got 2nd edition dwarves, which is no, 3rd edition dwarves, sorry, and they are some of the most characterful ones, especially the my arm's gone. The Troll Slayer is one of my favourite Blood Bowl miniatures. It's just awesome, and it looks so like it's got that proper Citadel look. 3rd edition human team as well. This is I think this is the 3rd edition halflings, and you've got, I think, 1st edition Ogre in the backfield. I love the scheme. I love the basing. Like, nice job. But it's tied together brilliantly. The skin tones are executed wonderfully, and that red has got that shading to it. I assume this is one of the teams you've spent the most time on, because it looks really, really, really good. And then so does this one. I think we're going to like these teams, guys. So this is the Blackhawks, the Glorks, the Bruisers. I love this as well. That red and white is becoming a really popular theme for the Blackhawks because it pops. Love the work on the stripes. Just ties it together, makes it more sporty, and just it makes it really cohesive. Varag with that white armor hidden in the background, pretty cool. And these goblins are great. I love these goblins. So those are the Blackhawks. There's Varag in his shiny white armor. I think we saw that in progress. Ooh, we got 3rd edition Dark Elf team here, the Nagarand Murder Hornets. That is a very appropriate 2020 name for these guys. Yeah, this is the 3rd edition Dark Elf team, and you've got the classic Tina Turner Witch Elf, and I love it. Purple, white, orange with some nice blending on the orange makes that team look lovely. And oh no, I've skipped. Shouldn't skip because we're in Google instead. And we've got the human team here, the Badenheim Gems. So classic Zug, Army Zug. That's brilliant. How do I zoom in on Google? Not like that. All right, cool. Never mind. No, can't do it. Can't do it. But that Army Zug is brilliant. Great work on the camo. What is your secret? Are you a secret Team Yankee player or something? Because that's wicked. Love the blue stripe. The little pops of yellow works great as a great way to highlight your blitzers. Your opponents are going to appreciate that. White helmets on the catchers as well. This team is lovely. Classic Griff. Classic Zug. Nice meaty Ogre as well. And the basing is just real. Like, that is muddy. That is awesome. Oh, we've got Ogres too. Right, love, absolutely love the little cheerleaders. They're just conversions, aren't they? That is very clever. The basing's wicked. Love the colour scheme, blue and yellow. This is really good. These are some really lovely teams. So this is the Ogre team, the Karag Varg Key Workers. Alright, we're seeing a proper 2020 thing. Yeah, look at these guys. This is brilliant. That is brilliant. I love the little Budweiser cans as well. That is so good. That is so good. I'm assuming the cheerleaders come on as your riotous rookies. Nice work on the yellow as well. Really nice work on the yellow. Your bright colours and your colour smoothing is fantastic. Oh, look at that. Right. Love the troll vomiting with a fez on. And you've got a little cheeky ogre shield on one of the pump wagons with some conversions there. The trolls are fantastic. So they're Fellwater Troggoths from AOS. Used to be called River Trolls. They will always be known as River Trolls. Warhammer Fantasy Battle for life. Love the Snotling team. And, oh, that is Hackflem in the middle. Hackflem and Glart. Cracking minis, cracking team. That is awesome, Hereward. Hope the move goes okay. Let us know when you settled in. Hopefully you can find a nice little hobby area. Because 6 teams in a year is really quite good. And I want to see what teams you can pull off this year. Julian, hey gents, have finally got back into Blood Bowl after a break of more than 20 years. Really enjoying the podcast to bring me back up to speed. Welcome back. It's dangerous. Unsurprisingly, I have a queue of several teams to paint, but started with the mighty Slan. The positional count for this team lets me proxy half the teams in the game. Absolutely does. My Slan team also run well as Pro Elves and Amazons. To make this easier and start trying to remember how to paint, I've done positionals with different coloured skin. That is clever. So Blitzer's red, Catcher's orange, Thrower's blue, Lineman green, Big Guy purple, Stars yellow, plus Chainsaw and red. So, I love a good Slan team, you guys know that. This team is wicked, and the mixture of colours... Hello, this guy's got 4 arms. Really cool. I like the red skin. The green skin is classic. Orange pops, yellow pops really, really well as well. That Big Guy purple looks like something out of Dragon Ball Z. The red skin is my favourite, but you've done a superb job picking it all out. And actually, when you're playing against a team that is defined like that, it's really useful. Those Fanath base edges. Having numbers is going to be pretty useful as well. They are gribbly, aren't they? I love a Slan team. Yeah, this guy reminds me of a bad guy in the Margin Boo saga. Can't remember which one. I know he's green in that, but it's got that kind of big froggy element. Looks really, really, really cool. Man, I really want to see Games Workshop bring Slan in proper. I know they'll muck about with it a little bit, but it'll have a bit of an edge, and I'd like to see them readdress Slan. Julian, awesome. Welcome back. The team is fantastic. What's next? What is next? Hey Ben, this is Steve. Latest bits of work for your perusal. First up, some random bits. You may recall my Frankenstein Kit Bash a few weeks back, where through the power of splicing together a flesh golem and an ogre, I created a monster. Yeah, you did. Well, here's the paint job. A bit messy, but it was a fun project. This is wicked. Golem head, ogre arms, golem legs, ogre chest, some sculpted... I don't know, Tesla things? Clever way to do the lightning between them. This is awesome. I love the little... Did you paint that? Have you painted that, or are those transfers? I love the spiderweb theme. Great colours. Frankenstein. I just wish he had guard. It's such a cool player concept, and a really appropriate kit bash of just taking multiple players, cutting them apart and sticking them back together again. Really like that. Also completed my submission for the TalkFantasyFootball.com Legacy team. As you may be aware, each year the forum does a team where people all contribute a model, and at the end of the year there is a draw and the winner gets the team. This year the team is Blackhawks, and there are still slots available if people are interested in taking part. My entry is Goblin number 12, but I got to get carried away and made an Acorn the Squiggle and a bonus Lardy Gobbo 2. Alright, this is wicked. So... Acorn the Squiggle. Brilliant. Looks like the squig ball with acorns strapped to the top of it, which is a terrifying prospect. I like the purple and white scheme. And skitters. So that's really cool. It's a really cool concept as well. I'm sorry, what is this? Also complete is my Imperial Nobility team, the Trample Bay Bucking Piers. Sadly, the name came to me after I'd started the paint job, so the red, white, and black... So not the red, white, and black the name would suggest. Doesn't matter. It's your team. The Ogre hat is brilliant. Is that a head swap? Or have you just converted that? Like, is that a head swap? It's got a mighty head. The bit on top is definitely from the Nobility team. That's the chest piece. Love the coach as well. The team looks fantastic. Like, so much work has gone into that. Various flesh tones. The gold is beautiful. The feathers are great as well. Really, really cool. Oh, we're seeing so many great Nobility teams. We're seeing so many great teams. This is a really dangerous show to film because I end up just having proper hobby scatter shot afterwards. Really, really, really cool. As always, keep up the good work, Steve. Steve, awesome stuff. Thank you very, very much. Hey, it's Nicholas. Hey, Ben. Here's my WIP Dark Elf team. Went with dark green on the armour and red lizard skins. The unfinished fabrics will probably be some kind of tan or light brown. No name yet. Still working on that. As per request from last week, I've also included a photo of all the 40k orc stuff. Right. First of all, Dark Elves. Nice work on the dark green armour. The edge highlighting and the kind of blend looks really, really cool. Fabric, I don't know, if you can go tan, it will make them look more sporty, but at the moment I like the way the undercoat is. It's a dark team. This is very drow, this is very D&D kind of dark elf style, and I like it a lot. But I really like this. Look at this. This is insane. So all the 40k orc stuff I've painted since around this time of last year. Lucky blue death skulls. And the Nurgle Demon in the back is my girlfriend's first ever painted mini. Oh, hello. Just chilling out there. Calling the boys out. Nice work there. Right, look at this. We've got to go to the plane first. Whoa, mighty. I mean, it's an unnecessary model. This is an unnecessary model count. Love the squig at the front. These guys are wicked. Cheeky bit of... Yeah, that's a cheeky bit of urban camo, I think, on the go, isn't it? I love this. This is awesome. Big old Death Dread. Big truck there. Got the blue and the black. This is an awesome little army. And by little, I mean insanely big. And talking of insanely big, you've got Gaskell as well. Dude, nice. That is really, really cool. I love seeing some 40k. I probably will never play it again, but it is cool to see the miniatures. Also included her second painted mini, which will hopefully do skirmishes against the orcs when the rest of the squad is ready. She's also working on a Snotling team. I would like to share them here on WIP Wednesday when they are done. It's WIP Wednesday. Don't have to wait till they're finished. With official rules for 7s and a pitch, that might be a bit closer than before. Absolutely. So this, I take it, is the second painted mini. WIP Wednesday has rapidly become one of the week's highlights, and I hope to see some cool minis. Nicholas, I think you'd agree, everyone has really banded together and done a phenomenal job this week. So cool. Is this her second mini? Because if it is, it's fantastic. I feel like I say this a million times an episode, but great work on the yellow. Nice fade there. And the armour work here, kind of a little bit of non-metallic metal. Just that extra highlight streak on the armour. Fantastic. Good Space Wolves. Really good. There's one of your witches hiding in the background. That is looking really, really, really cool. Nicholas, thank you for sharing. And good luck on the teams. Alex. Hey again, Ben. I'm Alex, the Mancunian in Beijing. Thanks for the feature in February for the Squirrel team. Love the Squirrel team. Back then I was running some Treeman for cast and play, but I've now finished my own Treeman 3D sculpts. I'll put these up on Mini Factory soon with the Squirrels. I'm going to have to grab that team and print a team out. I've got a Squirrel team up there, but this one is just better. I've also finished up my Slan team. Right, let's have a look at the trees. Oh, there's so much. Right, there's so much in this one. This is wicked. I've also finished up my Slan team, wanting to feel really acrobatic and dynamic. Bullfrogs are my blitzers, the yellow poison frogs are my catchers, and the green tree frogs are my linemen. I have another pose for the catchers and blitzers, but haven't got around to printing and painting them yet. Hangabout, is this your team? Are these your Slan? Are these your trees? These are your trees. These trees are very reminiscent of BB2, and that works brilliantly because the Tree Man is not as reminiscent of the Blood Bowl game. I love the little paint placement here for your team. So let's have a look at some of these pictures. The painting work is great. There's a yeah. Oh, dude, those squirrels are so much fun. That's a ton of Treeman. Absolutely, I like your plan here. I really like your plan here. Anyway, the Treemen are fantastic. We need to get a hold of that. Give it a print. Oh, I thought it was a pom-pom. I thought we had a Treeman cheerleader. I do love a Treeman team. Anyway, let's have a look at the Slan. Love the Treeman. Oh, yeah, of course. Here we go. It's the Slan team. So, Alex, I'm really sorry. I maybe be confused. Is this yours? Are these yours? Your sculpts? They look great. Is it your sculpts? I feel like I've seen these before. I don't know. I get confused with Slan because there's a few teams that look really, really, really similar. This is cool. Love the spot work there. Really love the different frog tones. This guy is amazing. Absolute chonker of a Crocs. Nice work on the purple. I love these minis. This is looking really, really cool, Alex. It's so good. Okay, here we go. Finally, a more conventional conversion. I'm working on a Slanish demon team using demonettes and the new Slangors, so I converted up a Slaaneshi Demon Prince to use as my big guy. I like this. I used the lower half of a Cainite Bloodrack Medusa and Sigvold for the top half. This is an expensive miniature, but it looks amazing. My aim for the whole team is to be armed with Claw to give them an armor killer flavour. Sounds fun. Slangors will be my strength line, or I did consider an agility build for them. Dude, that's really good. Although this just goes to show how small Sigvold is. There's a giant in the background. Don't focus on the giant. It's probably not a giant, is it? It's just a regular sized bigger model that looks like a giant. Anyway, this is really, really cool. Cool conversion there. And we've got the roster. Let's have a quick look at the roster. Node 16 minutes, 70k each. Movement 8, strength 3, 3 plus, 4 plus, 6 plus. Damn, they're going to explode on contact, but they do have claws. That's interesting. So they're kind of like strength boosted, armor busted skinks without dodge. They got claw instead. Scoring threat, but nerf because there's no dodge and low on the armor. 0 to 6 Slangors, 5, 4, 4 plus, 6 plus, 8 plus, claws, horns. Strength 4, that makes them some pretty bruises. I think the Slangor models are a bit big, a bit small for strength 4. Crossed out 732 plus 6. That was the agility build. And the Demon Prince, 130k, movement 5, strength 5, edge 5 plus, passing 5 plus, armor 9 plus, unchanneled fury. Yep, horns. Yep, claws, tentacles. That's probably pretty fair. No negatrait there makes him a little bit undercosted. But this is a really clever team. I like the chalkboard effect as well. That is really cool to see. Hope you enjoyed these and keep up the great work. Your videos where I sent all my league members to learn how to develop their teams. Alex, cheers. Alex, awesome. Let me know about the frog team and the tree men. Let me know when the tree men are up, because I need to print some trees. Paladin. The images didn't work. Paladin, I will reply to you and remind you. That's a shame. I love seeing Dustin stuff. Right, Pat Paints. Here we go, Patrick. Hey there, the WIP Wednesday videos are always a great source of inspiration. It's dangerous, isn't it? I'm working on my projects from Lockdown 2020 Kickstarter Frenzy. Did anyone else spend way too much time on Kickstarter while stuck at home? Yeah. And because of the apocalypse, we're still not seeing them all come in. I know Punga's just landing now. Zenith Miniatures had a project that included some big guys. I opted for the Ogre, Minotaur, Yeti, and Fat Rat. Shots of the assembled pieces and first layers of paint attached. Hopefully by sharing I'll be motivated into actually finishing them rather than be distracted by something new. Got to put a dent in the pile of shame before all the Norba minis arrive. Did you go Blood Bowl on the Norba, or did you go Bretonians on the Norba, as in the army? Because I'm proper. I've seen they're good. It is going to be really good. Right, so that was the Yeti. This is the Minotaur. That's a big old dude. Love the base work. And there's the Fat Rat. That's a really cool mini, actually. Right. Oh, the Thousand Face Cult team. Right, sweet. Nice, really good, good form there with the green stuffing the gaps. I am terrible at this. That Mino is massive. The Yeti's massive. These are wicked. You've got the makings of a packed team there. I love it. Assembly took quite a lot of work. Cleaning, filing down join points that didn't quite fit together, and pinning so that the heavy metal arms don't fall off under their own weight. And then plenty of green stuff to try and cover up the gaps. Yeah. Good form. The Ogre pieces were so warped that I gave up and consigned him to the bits box, and the Minotaur is meant to be in a dynamic pose but can't support his own weight. So I twisted him into a 3-point stance on the shoddily built lava-themed base. Oh, that's why you did the base. The base looks great. The Yeti was the only piece that didn't require major work, and it's definitely my pick of the bunch in terms of detail and quality. It's a mighty miniature. Love it. Now they're built, we're going to use them to try my hand at airbrushing. The skin looks airbrushed on the Fat Rat. So there's going to be plenty of mistakes, learning opportunities on the way, but even though I don't know what I'm doing, I can already appreciate the airbrush is great for getting paint smoothly on those large areas. And thanks to your Ethereal Teams video, I just had to finish off some ghosties that I picked up from the Mortal Realms magazine. Now there's a way to get them on the Blood Bowl pitch. I might just have to get some more. Yes, the Ethereal Team are wicked, and the Mortal Realms magazines are a great way to get some just cool miniatures that you may not otherwise paint, and he's done a great job here. I like the white and purple, but I really like that dark red in the back. Nice stuff. We've got Jelly. Hey Ben, got to the point where I can start highlighting now. It's 6 layers of orange for the beards at this stage, just to let you know. Of course it is. Jelly, I would not expect anything less than 5 layers of orange from you. Ordered the Death Zone Compendium and think they may have just listened to your podcast and went, so he wants 7s, giants, and silly rules. Done. And that is probably why I'm so excited for Death Zone. So excited for Death Zone. What day is it? Is the video up? Not quite. But really looking forward to it. I also really like a new strategy series. Looking forward to more of those. Maybe a Sevens guide in the future as well. Absolutely, we'll be doing a Sevens one. Especially with the new Sevens rules coming into effect from this Saturday. Thanks for all the great content. More Blood Bowl is more better. Greetings, Jelly. More Blood Bowl is more better. And I never thought I'd say it, but more Dwarves is more better too. Look at this team. So Jelly's going for a Iron Warriors theme, which comes out looking a little bit like Pittsburgh Steelers. But look at that orange dude. Did an incredible job with Nurgle, green and orange. And look at the edges here. The gold works so well on this definitely not Pittsburgh Steelers style team. And we got the Death Roller on the roll here, Jelly. I love seeing your teams to come together. This is so cool. This is a painting pun highlight of my week. Oh, we got more Snotlings. You people are just great at choosing teams. Hey guys, loving the defense and offensive setups. Thank you for the content here. Here's my contribution to WIP Wednesday. Snots. Casey, you're bang on the money. Thank you. These guys are a lot of fun so far. I want to make them bright and colourful with a simple set of colours. And you are doing a superb job. Are you airbrushing? Or have you just gone green primer and then stuff over the top? Because the glow on the skin is brilliant. I love the highlighting here on the bouncy dudes. Great work on the eye. I never actually bothered to do the little spots on my Snotlings, on the mushrooms. And that is a failure on my part because yours look great. That is a really lovely green skin tone. I love the glow. This team is going to look really cool. It's got that kind of second, third edition Goblin vibe. Like if you're an old school Warhammer painter, or you remember the Goblin Green days. This is looking really promising. Yeah, that skin tones are great, Casey. Great stuff. Really like that. Really, really, really like that. And I think that wraps it up for everybody today. Thank you all so much for sharing your work. I know it's a bit of a bumper episode, but you know what? It's a very Blood Bowl-y time. People are really excited. We've got Death Zone coming out. Tournaments are kind of starting to hum again. Everybody needs to stay safe because we need to have more Blood Bowl because, like the guy said, more Blood Bowl is more better. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing your work. If you're still watching at this point, I salute you and appreciate you hanging out with us and looking at what's going on in the community. Please share your work and we'll see you again soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy painting. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to support the show even further, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Or come and join us in our Patreon, link below, where you get early access to our content and monthly competitions. See you later.